Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 19th of September. Looking at Jonathan Dow, I thought I'd make a few comments about the FOMC news on Thursday evening. As I said, the US left interest rates alone. My reasoning was that the economy is not doing as well as the PR machine indicates, and that also the currency war's on, don't want a stronger dollar. I think those two factors are going to pertain for some time, so I would expect there to be no interest rate rise, for some months at least. But then, when the news came out, the action was quite interesting. This is the timing of the report, and we saw an initial. Let me get this right. Quite confusing picture. We shot up in the first. This is a five-minute chart. And then we reversed completely within that 5-minute period. So we then leapt up about 200 points over a longer period, and then when the realization hit the markets that in fact this is actually bad news because the economy is not reacting, we collapsed again. Now you could actually build a whole system on this. You'd never get 100% track record or anything, of course, but you could trade these lurches. I mean, you just have to wait for the reversals, devise some kind of method of testing out to see what how you want to define a reversal, and then see what results you get. Wouldn't be that easy to backtest. You need tick data probably, because it's also quick. But I mean, this pattern here, you could, for example, trade you got that bar there. You could sell on the low of such a bar, for example. I mean, obviously, give you a huge profit in this case, and you could do it for a while after the news came out. It's just an idea. I mean, we have got the binary system, tunnel trading on news items, which works pretty well. It doesn't work so well on this kind of item because the news item is so well publicized that the IG tend to keep the prices very low, so which doesn't of course suit us as sellers. Anyway, let's continue with the report. Okay, however you count the decline down to there, this rally A, B looks corrective, looks to have failed, that we're going lower. More obvious on other charts actually, but my position is we're now going to retest this low and very possibly break the low. And that's actually common for all markets. We had expiry yesterday. Markets started to fall away pretty much immediately. Expiry was out of the way, and I think that to continue next week. But basically, as I've been saying for a few days now, certainly on the Thursday report. Okay, exactly the same on the FTSE. We have the first 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have this truncated 2 wave, and 1, 2, 3. Again, ABC 4, which is now heading on down again. Expectations is below 6,000 next week. That's what I'm expecting to happen. We'll go on to the DAX. Similar action here with an A, B, C, an irregular A, B, C, and then a 1, 2, 3, A, B, C4. So obviously indications are that this should take us down below the low there. Doesn't always happen that way. We could be seeing a base. I mean, as is a 5th wave, we could see a 5th wave failure. It wouldn't be a sign of such weakness because of the very fast action we saw after expiry in August. So I wouldn't treat that as a sign of great strength. But certainly, if we see a break below that low, that will be a sign of some significant weakness, I think, and give us a 5th wave. And then allow a low to come in. Maybe we'll see some more positive action for the rest of the month and into October, perhaps. Right, gold's looking good. We've seen the 5 waves up from out of the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, and a nice robust move up from here, which is very encouraging at the moment. So it looks like we're long of gold. I've sent out a couple of buy signals on gold, and I'm now looking for it to hopefully capitalise on that. So I had to wait and see how it develops, but it's looking a lot better than it was a few days ago. Now back in 1138 area, and the wave pattern certainly looks encouraging with a very clear ABC here. Corrective move, obviously. And that 5, of course, although the 5 is a little bit uncertain with that very small 5th wave blip up there. Now I've got China, which is rather leading the pack here. We had this big wave one down. Excuse me, let me get back to my big wave one down to there. ABC 2. Right, we've now got a 1, 2, 3, 4, with a fifth wave now due coming in, which I'm expecting again to come in next week and take us down to 2226 eventually, at which point the two waves, i.e. this big one here and this one here, will be the same percentage drop, 47%, and main area of question mark being that the third wave, if this is a third wave, it could be a big ABC, of course, but if it is a third wave, then it may well go well beyond that. But again, indications are next week should be the week. Let's have a look at a bit more detail here. Right, the current decline started from here, about 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. All a bit dithery actually. It's not, doesn't really encourage a view about to fall away, but we'll have to see how it comes in next week. We see the markets fall away early in the morning, as of course China and Japan open early in the morning. Then I think the Western markets will follow. If we don't see that, then I guess anything could happen, but that's what I'm looking for at the moment. Okay, we've had this 5-wave decline on the euro-dollar following an ABC, which I've discussed before. So we now have an ABC. We had this decline here. I thought that might be the peak. The news took us a little bit higher up, actually in 5 waves in fact, which was quite useful. And we're now falling back again. We're now 200 points below the sorry, a bit less actually. So you want to go short of this. You haven't done so already. I've covered this a few times. Then that would be the stop you need to use. Obviously, in these very, very volatile conditions, you need to use a smaller position size and wider stops. Unless you're going to sort of act as a sniper, which you can do occasionally. You can get in on a sort of fairly lucky position, but harder in these very, very volatile conditions. Anyway, so next week should be another very interesting week. I'll be back on Tuesday morning with the report for subscribers. Maybe I'll come in on Monday morning too if I find something useful to say. Something useful to say really means if I see a position that might be worth that I may be taking. It doesn't mean just general comments on what's happening unless there's something particularly interesting. Anyway, have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.